When I was 17 years old, I did my first sales experience. And after that, I was too busy making business, so I hadn't time for education. So I'm kind of self-learned, self-experienced, and I started my first company in 1987. And there's been a few companies, some success, some I sold, and also a few companies I had to lay down. And I think that's part of the experience you do. And hopefully I've learned something. I've been a volunteer in sports clubs in Norway for more than 25 years. I've probably had more or less all of type of admin roles in these sports clubs, and also have 3 kids going through the sports and been there as a coach and parent representatives, and been in the boards and so on, and admin the sponsors and admin the economy and thing. And I realized there's a lot of pain in sports clubs. So my immediate thinking when I came into the sports was, how can we deal with this in a better way? And in 2014 it came an opportunity because I sold my last company, and then I sat down, discussed with some business partner what to do next. And we came up with the idea of Hoopit, not that name at that time, but we came up with the idea, what about making an SAS platform, so, software as a service, and invite all clubs to use it, and then we can invite all local businesses to use the platform to communicate with the members, so we can put the marketing money back to the local society. And then we invented our vision. So our vision is to help local societies having a more sustainable economical growth. So that's the idea and where it came from. And yeah. And the most important part I take into my responsibility is the culture. So I use a lot of my time working with the culture, who we want to be, how we want to think, how we want to discuss, how we want to treat each other, and all this stuff. So I think that's the really most important thing. And the second part of it, that comes with the vision. Kind of steering or make sure that we are on the way that we really want to be. We are aiming at the big star somewhere in the future. So that's the kind of my overall part of it. And then I'm dealing with the investors and partners. So that's my main job. The shining star in the future is like, we deliver this software to sports clubs for free. That's really important for us. So for us it's very important that we can supply them with a really good digital tool for free, and we also can help them build a more sustainable society. The other thing, of course, is that we like to be also, how should I say, a quality supplier for securing their compliance. I think that's important to share a little bit light on it. It's like the sports clubs today, if they don't use Hoopit, they use different type of channels for organizing everything. So it's everything from Excel to Word to Facebook to Instagram, and different type of channels where they communicate and where they put their invoices or their matches or different type of calendars. But the problem here is it's not connected. So what we are doing is that we take all this thing and put it into Hoopit. So when you use Hoopit, you have everything organized one place. And everybody has an app, the Hoopit app, and there you can find all your events or training or matches or whatever, and you find all your payments, and you find all the documents, and you find all the information. So you don't have to look somewhere else. You don't have to take the question, where can I find? You find it in Hoopit. So that's the kind of the overall idea of Hoopit. It's a learning process. So you don't automatically know how to deal with, if you call it the cooperation we have with Globaldev now, it's a remote type of cooperation. And it's the perspective from our side and how we look into that now is that we think of the people working together with us is our colleagues. And this been, I think that's been the main reason why we have this really big success together with you. Because it's a tremendous good cooperation, what we're doing here. And the willingness, both from our side and from your side, to make this work as a cooperation and not as a customer and a supplier, I think that's something really worth telling new people about. If you're going to cooperate with external parties, you need to really go into it and mean it 100%. And we've done that, and the investment we've done and what we have in return of that, that's really tremendous. The first thing and that really impressed me when we started talking with Globaldev is that the curiosity from the people in your company, and the way of and the willingness to be part of a product road that we actually don't know. So going into a project that we actually don't know what we are we know what we are making, but not in the nitty-gritty details. So it's like the curiosity and the willingness to help make the solution even better. And that's something that we the people in Ukraine came back to us and with suggestions how this could be even better. So that kind of surprised us, that they were willing to go this, because it's a kind of risk you take as well. You could say that, okay, we will do what you ask us to do. That's the one thing. But the angle the people in Ukraine chose was to say, but what if you do it like this? So that's really something that surprised us. So instead of that we are sending away a package of this is what we're going to make, they come back to us with suggestions. So that's really, yeah, that's really amazing, actually. I don't see any specific areas to improve a lot. I think it's more about communication. I think we can be even better at the communication on all levels, but also at the same time we are growing, and we're probably going to hire even more teams. So the communication lines and what type of channels we are using for communication, so we see that this is growing really fast, the need of information and communication. I think maybe on that area we have more to gain. Since the war started last year in Ukraine, we of course first of all we were very worried, still are, about not only the people we work with, but because of all the population in Ukraine, all the people, and we wasn't sure what to expect. And that, of course, first. And the second, we thought, like a lot of other people, that this war would end very soon. So we didn't want to worry too much as well. And we had a lot of discussions and meetings with you or your co-workers, discussing how to deal with this. And from the business side, it's just been, it was a small bump in the road maybe the first 14 days or something like that. But after that, nothing. I think even we've been closer since that. I think also that we are focusing on the businesses so we can do it from day to day, so they can feel that they can have a normal day. We know that that's also something worth something. Maybe it's not political correct to say, but I think we gain from the war, actually.